Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you will enjoy this video. Today I will be reviewing the Object 252U, which is a Russian heavy tank at tier 8, which is the embodiment of pay-to-win tanks within this game. I will discuss the armor, firepower, mobility, equipment loadouts, playstyle, and finally how to counter this vehicle in this video. This mobile gulag camp will be constantly spammed in tier 8 tournament teams and will leave the team it faces with two choices, either to spectate the rest of the battle or return to the garage to question their life choices. The armor of this tank is excellent, featuring 130mm of hull armor in the form of a pike nose, which guarantees a ricochet while facing enemies head on and still good even when not facing directly at them. However, there is that lower front plate which is very big, and if you do not cover it, the enemy will be able to penetrate it all day, so make sure to keep that in mind. So also 100mm of side armor with classic Russian skirts is extremely annoying and will protect from heat ammunition and usually side-on shots from conventional armor piercing. The turret is very thick, with 250mm on the front and 150mm on the sides, and this makes the tank ideal for hold down positions using rocks and other obstacles it can look over. For the firepower, the 252U is armed with a strong 122mm BL-13 gun, which is rated at tier 9, boasting an average penetration rate of 225mm of armor with armor piercing, 265mm of armor with APCR, and 68 with high explosive by default. Other than the fact that they didn't add 1mm to the high explosive penetration, the gun is very powerful and outputs 315 to 525 damage per shot with armor piercing. You will have no problem dealing with tier 8 and tier 9 heavy tanks with the penetration and damage per shot this tank has. The drawbacks to this gun are like other large caliber Russian cannons, which are aim time, dispersion, and reload rate. The aim time at 7.6 seconds is slow and requires a lot of patience from the player to pull off a good shot, which none of them have. Dispersion at 100 meters is 0.422, which is not accurate at all, but that doesn't matter because the gun is Russian. Now for the mobility, with a traverse rate of 27 degrees per second, which is expected since it's a heavy tank, combined with a turret traverse speed of 25 degrees per second, you will be able to keep up with certain medium tanks trying to circle you in a brawl, but don't be completely reliant on it. The tank is not that fast either, with 35 km per hour forward and reverse speed of 14 km per hour, which is irrelevant because the tank is Russian and they always move forwards. Now with the equipment loadouts. For the first rank, since the penetration is already quite good, I would go for a gun rammer to increase the damage output. Improved modules to decrease ram damage so you can wreak havoc on the light tanks and medium tanks, and improved optics because Russians don't really need camo. If they see the enemy, that's good enough. The second rank of equipment, I recommend the enhanced gunling drive to decrease aim time, enhanced armor, which is straightforward, and the engine accelerator, because improved control only increases the traverse by 1 degree per second, compared to the engine accelerator, which is not worth for the other buff the engine accelerator provides. I recommend the refined gun for better accuracy at rank 3, but the vertical stabilizer is also a good choice to go for. Go for the enhanced tracks so you don't need to waste a repair kit on destroyed tracks, and finally high-end consumables because your reload is long and you want your adrenaline to run as long as possible. The consumables you take with your tank are your standard multi-purpose restoration pack, adrenaline, and a standard repair kit. The playstyle of this tank is like most of its Soviet heavy tank counterparts, to attract enemy fire on a well-secured position, to make spearhead attacks to openings whenever possible. Do not be overly aggressive because the reverse speed of 14 km per hour will not get you out of trouble quick enough. Whenever you see an isolated tank, ignore social distancing and go right up in his face and bully it to your heart's content. Make sure to watch the terrain as well that you are on, because the limited gun elevation and depression angles will prevent you from peeking over certain hills. If you mainly play Russian tanks, then this should not be a problem for you. Finally, I will discuss about countering this vehicle. Frontally, its lower front plate is big enough so you can shoot it without needing to aim that much, especially in medium tanks and light tanks. If you're above the tank, try aiming for the cupola, at an angle. However, its front wheels are weak, so make sure to aim for that, and you will get good damage output. This goes the same when you're attacking from the side. The skirts are unreliable, so I don't recommend aiming for that. And you wouldn't penetrate shots normally that you would penetrate in any other tank. When engaging from the rear, I recommend shooting the hull since it's only 90mm thick compared to the turret, which is 100mm thick. 10mm does make a difference. I hope you enjoyed this video. Times are tough, but I hope to make more videos to entertain you. Goodbye.